I'll tell you a little bit more about that just a few moments' time. But right now, I'd like to introduce to you the man of the moment here on board, our onboard comedian. How about a nice flutter of applause for Mr. James Stevens III? Come on in, sir. Lovely to see you.
Yes.
Welcome onto the Big Green Monster.
Yes, indeed. I was ready to get between the two of you guys. I've been watching you on television.
Have you been enjoying it?
I've enjoyed. You guys are funny.
Thanks, man.
I mean, you know, you got this English humor coming, you know.
What do you think of the British humor?
Oh, God, it's very good. I like it very much. Very coy, actually.
So he sounds like he might be from Oxford.
Is he mocking us?
Oh, no, not really.
No.
My parents are English.
Really?
Islington, actually.
Are you serious? From Islington?
I'm from Islington, actually. Yeah, of course.
Are you really?
Yes, of course. Okay, yeah, man, yeah, seriously. I have to get like, I have to talk like this now. Y'all understand? Now they like, okay, yeah, now, is it? Are you serious? Yes, I am. Now they go, okay, he's serious now. I'm so very sorry. Before I was like, oh no, really? Oh, okay. No, really. Yeah, my parents are English.
Islington, born and bred.
I was adopted actually.
So they're both born in England. Were you born in England?
No.
Where were you born?
Yeah, in the hood, man. I'm gonna be like Eddie Murphy, man. Now this is not good. Where y'all try? Now this is not good. This is not good. This is not. No. I was born in D.C., Washington D.C.
Washington D.C.
Yeah. And then I lost my father when I was really young. I was youngest of 7, and I was adopted by. And they were teachers in the States, and they adopted me. So yeah.
All right. So tell us a little bit about what it was like growing up in Washington D.C. First of all, as a kid.
You really don't want to know that, man.
Well, I mean, was it? I mean, have you got brothers and sisters?
Well, yeah. I'm the youngest of 7, but you know, Washington D.C. They consider that it's 90% black there, man. Ain't nothing white
7?
downtown. Yeah, ain't nothing white downtown but the White House. Trust me, man. Trust me.
I have never been to Washington, ever.
You need to go to Washington, man. My mother, when I was growing up as a kid, my mom said, you better come here. I'm going to slap the black up. My mom used to say that. I'm going to slap the black up you. Now, not my white mom, my black mom, before I was adopted. And, I cannot believe that could ever happen. You know what I mean?
Was it a brutal childhood?
It was very brutal because, 7 kids, everybody was getting slapped.
Were you the youngest, oldest, in the middle?
I was youngest kid. I was youngest.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Yeah. See, my dad was a lot like Bill Cosby. He was like, and where are you going? I cannot believe these children have eaten everything. Someone has to bring out the pudding. And it was cool. My dad was really, it's truly, my dad was really weird. He used to play games on us. Like when I was a kid, my dad would do things like, take me to McDonald's, right? And he would he had like a big gap between his teeth, and he would bite the sandwich, and a piece of bread would be dangling in the middle. And then he's like, yeah, and then I'm like, no, Daddy, I don't want it. And then
that was your offering?
That was my dad. My dad would do stuff like that. I mean, my dad was the guy to go, yeah, when I was a kid, you always talk about like, I walked to school, always like, I walked to school uphill. No roads then when I was a young man. You complaining? I said, Dad, I don't have any feet. I had it worse than you. So no, but we come up with a great grown up. Great, it was really cool. People were weird in our family. We did, everybody was different people.
What about like so after you grown up?
Yeah.
How old were you when you first thought to yourself, you know what, I really want to try comedy. I want to try comedy as a living.
Well, I was. Because of my adoption, it was really cool because I didn't know that I was really black till I was 16.
No, you didn't have any mirrors?
No, because we never. My parents, my mom liked country and western. My dad loved like rock and roll. Now you'll see in my show because I'll do some music and I'll be playing a lot of country and western and singing country because that's what I used to listen to as a kid. It was really weird, man. Really weird growing up. You know what I'm saying? My grandfather was like Ronald Reagan. Well, I can't rap and I can't sing, and drugs is not my thing. That was my grandfather. He thought he was black. Chaka Khan. It's gonna be hot. See, that was a reference. Chaka Khan.
So what was your first big break?
First big break was big break. I'll tell you what happened. Big break. It was a Ray Charles 50th anniversary special. So 50 years of music. I just happened to there was a comedian they wanted to do the show, and he couldn't do it because I did impressions of a lot of the people that was on the show, like Willie Nelson and all these guys. They put me on the show. Not thinking they were going to really air me. They just put me on there to sort of cushion the show.
Sure.
But I got a standing ovation on the show, and then I signed a deal with Fox Television. So
Oh, wow.
the rest is history. A couple of years later, I started a show with Jennifer Aniston called The Edge, and then I did a Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, did a Tonight Show. I did Letterman, and, I did a lot of other things and started some shows. And now I'm starring in a movie where actually I'm playing Bill Cosby, so I did Bill Cosby. It's called Straight Man, and you can relate to that.
Not entirely.
So I'm playing Bill Cosby, a young Bill Cosby, and it's going to be pretty awesome. So that's going to be coming out next fall. So that was a big break after I started shows. But then I used to host Friday night videos in New York City, and I've done a lot of things with a lot of people. Work with Will Ferrell, and
What's he like?
Will, we used to do.
Is he as funny as he comes across in the movies?
He's a very fun individual. I used to do the Groundlings. It's like Second City, but it's the Groundlings in L.A. And so this dude, I would be a guest star. And so guest stars, you go and you work with these guys, and they're really, really good. And so we did this Prince thing together, and Will was awesome. And he was doing Prince. He was like, and it was funny. So.
Which prince? Harry, Charles, or William?
Maybe I'm just like my mother, that prince.
Purple Rain Prince.
Oh, Purple Rain. The guy that gets all the references. Don't get the prince, actually. Oh, my God. How would you not know that?
Come on.
Oh, God. Where are you from?
Princes,
Oh, you're from Manchester? You must be from Manchester. Only someone from Manchester would forget Prince.
That is a huge put down right
Manchester.
there.
Hey, what's he doing? What's he doing to me?
I know.
I know. I really love the English. I used to go over there and visit my relatives where I didn't know that, the Cockney accent, because, I had relatives I could not understand. Like, oh, not there. No, not there.
Absolutely, yeah, right on.
Yeah, I mean, both.
They were like, what's it? Not me. Not.
Me and Mark are both have a very, very strong London accent that we have to
you guys
change.
You guys sound very educated, like you.
It's amazing what elocution lessons can do to a man.
You know what I'm saying? So I like the guys though. When I was, when I performed in Scotland at the Fringe, I love the the English guys with the bad teeth. I prefer that.
What are you saying?
Well, the thing is, Mark had all of his knocked out at an early age, so it was okay.
Are they real?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
They're real.
Because a lot of times
unless there's a gust of wind and then they're just having to fall and blow out.
Unless I'm at a school fete, in which case I just sit like this, and kids throw balls at them and try and knock them through. To win a teddy bear.
Like I said, growing up, I love going over there. And when I first went to London, I was younger, and it was like you guys had like weird things, like your game shows were weird. Like you didn't give like a lot of stuff. And he goes, "Oh, Mr. Fabersham, you win a chair," and they would get excited. "Oh, a chair! I'm so excited about." It was like weird, man.
Yeah, and it's still the same now. Even like if you watch things like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, or no, what's the one more recently with the boxes? Oh, Deal or No Deal. Yeah. Like Deal or No Deal in England, I think we give away like 250,000. In America, they give away like $1 million bucks, man.
Yeah. Oh, open up the case. You want the case over there, the case that has the $5 bill, or the one that has the 50. Oh my God, $50!
It's like the game shows where they go, "You've won a ride-on lawnmower." I live on the 32nd floor. I don't.
Don't make me slap the black off of you. No. That's why my mother used to say, "Don't make me," because I have one of my brother would always complain a lot. My brothers, when I was growing up as a kid, my brother was like Chris Rock. I don't know if you guys know Chris Rock.
Of course.
My brother he's always, "Man, why do I have to sit on the left side of the room? Why you always have to sit on the right? Man, get this, I'm straight out of Brooklyn, man. Can a brother get a cab in London?" It's like crazy stuff, man. I grew up with characters like that.
So you spent a bit of time in England, in London?
Oh yes, of course. I was starred on a show called, I'm friends with Don, and well, of course you guys don't like Lenny anymore, okay? English because, you know.
Love Lenny. He's a legend.
Well, of course he's a legend over there. He was one. I saw him before I met him. I met him at the festival, and I became friends. And then I did a show called Blouse and Skirts on the BBC in Manchester. Sorry, I'm sorry about that.
I got to be honest. I never got into blouse and skirts, and I never have, and quite possibly never will.
Still trying.
Well, I'm still trying to get into some blouse and skirts. Actually, I used to model men underwear.
Really?
What am I doing? I'm talking like you guys. No, listen, I never did nothing like that. You know, people come on to the show. I've never modeled men underwear. I wear my own. I'm doing Eddie Murphy again. I'm doing Eddie Murphy again. This is good. This is good. All I need now is Nick Nolte to show up. I know. So,
having said that, this Daily Show's got to take 29 minutes. We can't take 48 hours.
that's good.
That's a good one.
This one thing I want to do, and I want to do this. I want to do this because I went to see the Captain. What's the name? The movie.
Phillips.
Captain Phillips. So I want to say this to all the audience that's looking. Look at me. Look at me. I am the captain now.
That is a great flick, man.
That is an absolutely incredible line. I'm going to do it on. When I walk out on the stage, I'm saying, look, if you guys watch, look at me. Look at me. I am the captain now. I want to do that. I just want to do that.
You need an AK-47 though. That's what you really need.
It's so funny though because I saw this guy. I mean, he's just a regular guy.
Yeah.
And from Minneapolis, from Minnesota, and he said that they didn't even let him see Tom Hanks. He didn't even see him.
That's right.
Until they did that scene. That was his first time seeing him.
But he's got an incredible actor. So scary as well.
Well, black guys are scary. I mean, a lot of people thought that was a stretch, but that wasn't a stretch, man. You know what I'm saying?
That was natural.
Scared me. That's how scary he was. You know what I'm saying? When he got on the ship, I was like, oh no. I mean, you imagine Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks probably scared. He was like, where did they get these guys? You know what I'm saying? It's like they went over there and got a real Somalian. Oh, he was. But anyway, it was. He goes, look at me. Look at me.
Don't do it.
Don't.
See, that's good. That's good.
It's the eyes.
And that good. He goes, I am the captain now. And it was really. It's like when I was like, okay, you know who my favorite. Well, I mean, I don't know. You guys are English, so my favorite actor is
who?
Sean Connery.
Ah, come on.
Shaken, not stirred.
Shush, why are you trying to talk like me? You're a shyster. You see,
Listen, I'll do the Sean Connery impressions if you.
James, listen. What can we expect from the show this evening?
You know what? It's a comedy show, very dynamic, really awesome impressions. Kids can come. It's really, really funny because I have kids love. I got Your Mama Jokes. I got a Your Mama Joke series now, and it's coming out. Artwork and Your Mama Jokes are like, I don't know if you guys do them. Well, they were on MTV. Mm-hmm. And it's like, your mama's so stupid she had to study for a blood test, stuff like that. Yeah. Your mama's so old she's a waitress at the Last Supper. Well, I'm an artist, so I actually have a whole Your Mama Joke line artwork.
Really?
Yeah, it's called Your Mama Folklore, and I drew the pictures of the jokes.
I want to see that.
Yeah,
I would love to see that.
I have the books at the show. It'd be 50. I got 50 portraits that's going to be coming out, going around the country. Like
I gotta see that.
Your mama's so old. When Moses parted the Red Sea, she was sitting there fishing. so it's the show. So for kids, because listen, man, sometimes little kids be coming to my show, go, yeah, your mama's so fat, she jump in there and get stuck. I mean, they say that stuff, and they like it. So I love the kids to come, so it's gonna be funny. And I'll be doing stuff like the Wizard of Oz. I am the king of the forest. I don't. What am I? This is not my show. Okay, my show is.
It's done. It's over. Don't come tonight.
Better than this, But I will be doing Eddie Murphy. No, this is good. This is good. This is good.
All right, showtime 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. tonight. You got to come and check out James Stevens III, possibly the funniest comedian we have ever had on TV as well. If you make me and Mark laugh, because we are two very, very difficult to entertain people.
Well, there you go again. Just a swinging.
James, what a pleasure. Thanks, pal. Been lovely to meet you.
You guys are very funny. I've been
And,
watching you guys on TV for the last day. It was actually that's all I watch is you guys. You
This
guys
is on the loop.
awesome.
There's no satellite signal.
That's what it is. You haven't got a choice, to be honest with you.
Great. See you tomorrow.
Thank you very much indeed. We shall see you tonight on stage and around the ship tomorrow for sure, my friend. Thank you very much indeed.
See you later.
Get out of here. What a guy.
Awesome.